The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hello, welcome. I am still doing odd video experiments. It must be a phase I am going through, but I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. If not, at least I am. This is a slideshow and show and tell about my miniature security camera. It has a little lens cover that pops on and off. I hope I don't lose it. I will always be sure to put the lens cover back on when I put it away or stop using it. This is the branding on the lens cover. Meaningless to me, but some people care about that stuff. This is the camera not upside down, but now the lens cover is upside down, but it's just a plastic cap. I hope I don't lose it. The cord with all the connections runs out the bottom. It's a very tiny camera. Here I am holding the camera by the cord with 2 fingers. I'm wearing cool gloves that have camouflage, so you probably can't see my fingers. Perhaps I will do a show and tell about my cool gloves in the near future. These are the connections at the end of the cord. One is video, one is audio, and the third is power. The cord is longer than you can see and is long. This is the connector that attaches the power brick that plugs into the wall. It connects like this. Hopefully you understand. This is the power brick. It has a caution warning and an advertisement for something. They sneak those advertisements onto everything. Here's the other side of the power brick with the information presented for anyone interested. It's a neat old camera that was very inexpensive. It has a creepy, grainy, night vision kind of look and feel. Here it is again, farther away from you. I should start using it. But how? Just look at this mess. How can I make it practical for a YouTube application? Poing! This is a cell phone camera tripod I grabbed for $1.50 at a Daiso store nearby. It isn't very good, but it's okay. It has 3 gooseneck style adjustable legs. The top and bottom separate if you wish to use the top on a different tripod. I grabbed these 2 plastic zip ties. These are the cool gloves I mentioned previously. I placed 1 plastic zip tie in the mounting bracket holes like so. Then I zipped the zip tie tight with the other zip tie beneath it running in the opposite direction. A good trick I know is that toenail clippers are perfect for cutting your toenails, but did you also know they are an easy and safe way to snip zip ties precisely without leaving behind any sharp plastic leftovers? It's true. Subscribe for more very rarely mixed in tips like that one. Here is the perfectly trimmed zip tie after being trimmed with toenail clippers. The second zip tie was zipped to the inexpensive desktop cell phone camera stand, and the security camera is secure. See? The security camera can dangle freely, and the cord that runs out of the bottom no longer touches a surface, all without mounting it to a wall or ceiling as its design intended. Did I mention the toenail clipper thing? Please click the like button if you remember that I mentioned that. Here is the new use of the old camera. I can plug it right into my video capture device and record directly from the camera, and use the video capture device monitor as the camera monitor. I can also use the camera built-in microphone if I choose to do so. I tested it one time, and at higher volumes a slight hissy sound can be heard, but otherwise it isn't bad. I may or may not use it in the future, but the option exists. Here is a larger viewing area of the creepy and grainy video quality the security camera produces in low light conditions. The footage is completely unfiltered. The video is also in square size. My other video cameras make rectangle size, so this camera is very useful to me. The camera is point and shoot only and has nothing that can be adjusted in any way. I like that. Since this video is short, I will also show my other two cameras for YouTube. This is an old cell phone with a very old Android operating system. It was free. It remains in airplane mode at all times to prevent the internet from destroying it with updates and making it useless. It has a rubber cell phone case. I almost forgot to put that lens cap back on the security camera already. Then I remembered, however, so you can now stop being concerned about that at this time. Now back to the old Android cell phone camera. It has this branding smeared on the surface for those of you that care about branding. I believe it was called a Droid. The startup screen has a HAL from 2001 A Space Odyssey style red light looking thing. This is the back of the phone. This is the back of the phone. This photo shows its camera lens, the flash I never use, and the microphone that records very well, but despite my adjustments, the audio will clip if any loud sound occurs. I sometimes use the camera audio anyway, usually in conjunction with other audio and only ever for mellow things to avoid a lot of equalization. I won't be getting into all the audio I do during this video, as I could go on and on. Since I have a third camera for the show, I have pulled most of the color out of this camera with the internal adjustments. Not all. Some color remains. It makes it creepy looking, but not quite black and white, and kind of unique in my own opinion. I might use this camera more in the near future than I have so far. Using the second camera, I've taken pictures of the third camera. The second camera takes pictures in rectangle and not in square, so I didn't use the DS frame for these photos. Instead, I used a 2DS frame. My main camera for YouTube is an old iPhone 5. It was free. It remains in airplane mode at all times to prevent the internet from ruining it with updates and making it completely useless. It takes photos in square but films video in rectangle. It's a very common phone you have very likely seen before. It's the most normal camera I have, and I might begin using it less instead of mostly. I should get a case for it because I have dropped it before. I would never have desired to own either of these phones, but since they were free, I learned how to use them for what I personally wanted them to do, and all the other things they can do I couldn't care less about. I hope they last and I don't have to learn how to do the same things I like to do all over again on some other one just so I can give away my money to some evil giant. Thanks for watching my strange show and tell show. I hope you enjoyed this video about my miniature security camera. You should clip your toenails.